All right, well, thank you so much, everyone, for attending the Women in Trades virtual info session today. My name is Brianna, and I work for WorkBC Center West Shore and Souk. We also have Heather from Camosun here. I'm not sure if you can see Heather on the side. She'll be talking about the Women in Trades program. So we'll just get started here. And before we do get started, I would just like to go over the territory acknowledgement. WorkBC Center West Shore and Souk recognizes the traditional territories of the Esquimalt, Songhees, Souk, Chanu, and Pacheedaht First Nations on which our offices are located, and we are proud to provide employment-related services to these nations. So the agenda today, I'll just be doing a brief WorkBC Employment Services overview and how it could benefit you. I have a couple trades, stats info, and resources. And then I'll hand it over to Heather, who will be telling you all about the Women in Trades program. And then at the very end, we'll have time for questions and comments. So what is WorkBC? WorkBC offers employment services that are free and available to all unemployed British Columbians who are seeking employment and are legally eligible to work in BC. And then some people who may also be eligible for services, such as those who are at risk of losing their job or underemployed in BC. WorkBC centers are actually located all across BC. In particularly, ours are in Langford and Souk, and we service all the way up to Port Renfrew. Basically, our services are for job seekers to improve employment readiness and to find or maintain employment. We also have a self-serve resource area, so any basically job seeker can come in and use the resource center to help with their job search. As mentioned, we have a resource center, which is great. We have computers, a printer, and photocopier, and you can basically just look for jobs or work on your resume. We also have staff members who are there to help you if you need any assistance or have questions, and that's on a drop-in or appointment basis currently. We also have employment workshops that are offered for clients in the West Shore and Souk, and we also have virtual ones right now as well. And we offer workshops like resume building, career planning. We have an interview skills one, computer skills, financial literacy, and quite a few more actually. So you can check that all on our website if you want to see the full list. We also offer wage subsidy, which is assist to help underemployed individuals, underemployed individuals to enhance their skills on the job. So basically the wage subsidy assists the employer when hiring someone who lacks skills for the position, and it basically offers a percentage of your wage for up to 24 weeks. So it's really great if you want if you're new into a position or you're looking to change your career. So that's a really great program. We also offer personal employment planning. So we provide individual sessions with an employment advisor to help you build a return to work action plan and kind of help define your career path. We also can offer to those who are unable to afford it, work clothing or financial support, such as work clothing, boot scrubs, short-term courses. So depending on eligibility, could be eligible for job start support. We also offer job sustainment services to help you resolve issues that may be impacting your ability to maintain employment. And we also have a great newsletter called Job Links. It comes out daily, and it has jobs, it has employment information. It also highlights local events and programs. And some stats that I have coming up here is from Job Links. So just to transition into just some general stats I wanted to go over for the trades. So right now, the province is projecting 1 million jobs throughout 2031 in BC, which is a lot. And 8% of those are in construction. So that's a really good sign that there's definitely demand for jobs in construction right now. Particularly on Vancouver Island, trades jobs opening through 2031. Just to highlight a couple, the auto service technician, there's 780 openings, and that's the median salary right there. For carpenters, there's about 1,070, electricians, 490, cooks, 2,170, and welders, 370 openings. So women in trades representation. In 2020, nearly 1.1 million tradespeople employed in the construction industry, and only 5% were women. So there's definitely could be an increase for women in getting into the trades, since there's going to be so many jobs. In BC and Alberta, we lead the nation of numbers of female trades and industry, so 6.8% in Alberta and 6.4% in BC. And just a couple of resources I just wanted to highlight. The BC Centre for Women in Trades, they have a great list of programs and services and resources for women. I just wanted to share this right now. You can see my screen here still. So this is a BC WITT site, so BC Centre for Women in Trades, and they have so many good resources here. So, you know, if you're looking for funding and grants for getting into trades, they have a very extensive list of things. If you need workwear, they have a list of different vendors on there. And then volunteer opportunities, just, yeah, really good stuff on here. So check it out. I just wanted to highlight that. And of course, Camosun has their Women in Trades program. So Heather will be going over that. The CCW Women in Construction bursary. So that bursary is $2,500 for each woman, depending on eligibility and the timing. So they have a bursary for their the Canadian Associated for Women in Construction. They also have a bursary for $1,500. And then also WorkBC Apprentice Services I wanted to highlight. So that can help with financial supports for women who are eligible in BC. And I'll send this all out at the end for you guys to look over. And this is also, all these resources and bursary lists is also on the BC WITT site. So you can check it out there. And just have some contact information for our WorkBC centers in the West Shore and Souk. And yeah, you can check our website on there. Our email is right up there if you want to check out or have any questions for us. And I'll hand it over to Heather now to go over the Camosun Women in Trades program.
Excellent. Thank you so much for that. And thank you for compiling so many of the stats and sharing some of the resources. It's really, really fantastic. It obviously shows that there is a long ways to go, but a great time for women to be getting into the trades, as there are so many supports and services and opportunities available, which now we have tested my technological capabilities to screen share. So we will go from there. How are we doing? There we go. Excellent. Sounds good. Yeah, Camosun College is located in beautiful British Columbia with campuses on the traditional territories of the Algonquin and the Saanich people. We acknowledge their welcome and graciousness to the students who seek knowledge here. And I would like to add in that I actually took this photo myself while standing on our new health sciences building's roof, where we had gone for a tour of some of the different HVAC ventilation system, which was one of probably my favorite tours that we've done as part of the sampler, was when we got to go into the mechanical room and climb on the roofs at the college itself, which a lot of our instructors have never gotten to do this. So there were a lot of jealous people that day. Now, I am not doing my awesome version of, there we go. Perfect. Trades, fix things, build things, work with your hands. By far the most common reasons that I hear from potential students is why they're interested in a career in the trades. And that concept of wanting to do something that doesn't have you at a desk, that has you working with your hands, is probably the most common denominator that draws people for a career in the trades. Not on the list, but also something I hear really commonly during our interview process, whatnot, is people want a job that's going to make them some money. And the careers that are available in the trades certainly offer that as well. A couple of streams that Camosun offers and the apprenticeship program in general. We offer foundation programs, which we count as a pre-apprenticeship training. They tend to be 6 to 10 months in length, and it is as a full-time student. There's also straight into an apprenticeship stream. If you find a job with an industry sponsor, you can come back and spend only 6 to 10 weeks, depending on the trade, on campus, and you would do that once every 4 years. So our foundation students don't need to come to level 1 of their apprenticeship training. They get to come back for level 2. And all of the apprenticeship process is that mix of industry training hours where you're learning on the job, where you're being paid to learn, and these durations of training on campus. These are the foundation programs and apprenticeship trainings that we offer at Camosun: automotive service tech, electrical, fine furniture, heavy duty mechanical, horticulture, pipe and plumbing, professional cook, refrigeration, sheet metal, metal fab, and welding. And that is just a tiny bit of the list of possible trades that are available. VIU has a number of services and trade options that we don't offer at Camosun. You head over to BC IT and there's more again. I believe we're up to 50 Red Seal trades that are, across Canada, with that Red Seal meaning that they're recognized through every province. Our women in trades programs are open to people identifying a female as of all ages, backgrounds, skill levels, looking for a career in the trades. A few different opportunities that we offer. We do our trade sampling program, which we're going to dive into in more detail in this presentation. We also offer some funding opportunities for students who want to get directly into a foundation program or the pre-apprenticeship program. And at Camosun, we are very fortunate as well to have a bursary called Empowering Women that's privately funded that we can use to help students when they do come back for those apprenticeship trainings, and to help remove a few more barriers in that respect. We are into our 12th year of offering the Women in Trades training program at Camosun. No, make that 13th. There you go. The programs are fully funded. Our trade sampler is a fully funded program. We have eligibility requirements that you need to be a Canadian citizen, permanent resident, or protected person. You need to be legally entitled to work in Canada. You need to be living in British Columbia, which certainly makes it a lot easier to come to school here. You can't be a full-time student in another program. And you need to either be unemployed or precariously employed. And there is a lot of room for interpretation around what precarious employment is. Our trade sampler program. So we offer our trade sampler program twice annually. It's a 12-week program, which trains individuals for employment in entry-level positions. But really the focus is on hands-on learning, safety, introductions to the different paths and opportunities. We want students to come out of our program with a really strong idea of what they want to be doing next. If they want to dive into a pre-apprenticeship or find a job and come back as an apprentice and have the understanding of what the different trades involve, so they really can feel empowered in making those choices. We do have intakes twice a year, in April and again in September. So I am currently accepting applications for our April class. And we're going to be starting up on April 11th, and it will run through till the last week of June. There are limited seats available in this one, but there are still a few. So if it strikes an interest, there is still that opportunity for this spring. We have the trade sampler structured so that you get a week in the different shops that we have at Camosun. So we always include a week in electrical, an introduction to sheet metal. There is a little bit of variance from one trade sampler to another, just based off of shop availability, instructor availability. But no matter which trades are included, we like to do an overview of any of the trades that aren't included in that particular trade sampler. So if we do a week in automotive, we would still introduce you to heavy duty mechanics, but we don't usually manage to fit in both. Yeah, it's all very focused on hands-on learning. So we do introduce you to the theory behind the trades, but we want you to be out there trying the tools, getting a sense for what it's like to be working in the shops and actually building things. Yeah, hands-on learning and fun. We do a lot of projects that involve the group getting to know each other as a team and working together. Even if at the end of the week in pipe trades you don't know everything to run out and be a plumber, you're going to have the skill base needed to be able to have a little bit more confidence to fix a leaky faucet at home or to do a repair on your toilet with the help of YouTube videos. So that level of building your confidence and knowing that, hey, I can go out and buy this $3 part myself and spend a little bit of time and fix it, as opposed to bringing in a plumber to be able to do the work for me. And there are a lot of take-home projects. Obviously, things like automotives, we aren't able to do a take-home project, although frequently students will be bringing in their own vehicles to be able to do an oil change or take a look and see how their brakes are doing and learn some of those basic skills that would really service you as a owner of a vehicle. We frequently will change things up a little bit. The copper roses are a pretty common one that we do in sheet metal. We do like a metal carry-all tool case that you get to take home, little tables and fine furniture. Students will make an extension cord that works, that whether they get into electrical or not, they get to keep forever and be able to say, hey, this is the electrical extension cord I made. Really big focus on safety with the program as well. We do a lot of certificate trainings that look great on a resume that are definitely what our trades employers are looking for in employees. We do first aid, we do WMIS recently as part of the Site Ready BC offerings, which is a fantastic program. Fall protection, transport of dangerous goods, confined space entry. The April one, we're going to be doing scissor lift training and potentially forklift training. So we try to really include a lot of those skills, both to give you the experience and the understanding, and also for that element of having transferable skills and having things that really pop on a resume. It is a fully funded program for eligible participants. We include vouchers for Mark's Work Warehouse so that you can get set up with steel-toe boots and work pants. We provide any of the tools and books, resources that you'll need for the weeks on campus. We incorporate a lot of things like speaker days, site tours, resume writing, interview skills into our program. Something that I've been really passionate about and have been very blessed to have been able to take part into a number of their offerings. We've been taking groups out to the Hero Work radical renovation sites. We had a group as pictured that was down at the Kool-Aid Society last fall. We built 4 sheds that will be their garden sheds that will last there forever. They were very well constructed, and a great project for the students to have that ability to both to give back to community, to be on an active working job site, and to be able to build something that'll last. We had some of our pipe trade students when Hero Work had the Salvation Army renovation that they did a couple of years ago, and we did a ton of plumbing on that site. It's a really awesome opportunity for students to have that ability to get actual hands-on experience and great networking opportunities. You can volunteer on your own time as well without being part of the program. And they will mix people with no skills or limited skills with qualified tradespeople so that you can learn while you're working and actually make some connections and get to know what it's like to be out in industry. I definitely recommend it to students to check out, or really anyone who's interested in getting into the trades. Similar, we also offer as a week of our program a work experience opportunity where we will partner our students up with employers in the community. We try to do it close to the end of the program, so students have gone through all of their trades weeks and they have a really solid idea of what they might like to be getting into, or maybe they're torn between a couple of different trades, so that gives them the opportunity to try something out for a full week, and to be out there working with people in the field and getting a really good sense for what it's like to be working in that trade. And yeah, always happy to answer questions, whether it be about our women in trades offerings or general trades questions of the programs we have here at Camosun. The TDSP at camosun.ca is definitely the best email to get a hold of us, or you're welcome to give us a call at the number posted. Yeah, and that's